Good morning, friends. Levana here. Okay, so today we are going to do a workout that is focused on strengthening your core and helping to strengthen your lower back. This is a great routine that I want you to do on a daily basis if you have a weak lower back and having some aches and pains in the lower back area. Of course, if you have severe pain, you're definitely going to want to see a doctor about that. But if it's just an achiness, overall feeling of weakness in your core and lower back, these exercises are going to really help fix that. So I'm going to walk you guys through the routine. And again, this can be done on a daily basis. All that you need, of course, do it as many times a week as you can. All you really need is a mat and a pair of dumbbells. Okay, so I'm going to use a set of 15-pound dumbbells, but this can be done with 5s, 10s, whatever you have. Even just a little bit of resistance, even if it was a 2 or 3-pound dumbbell, it will help. So we'll do that part afterwards, but we are going to go ahead and start with some stretching. So we want to do an all fours position like this, and we're going to do some cat-cow stretching where you're going to bring your belly button in, tuck in your pelvis, and arch your back like this as if you're a cat, right? A hissing cat, and really get a nice stretch into your back, and then let it all drop and sway into a cow, like the back of a cow. Let that sway and just relax and allow your stomach to fall, and then bring it back in again. Take some nice deep breaths as you do this and hold it for a little bit and then back down again and relax. It also helps too when you're arching your back like this to bring your shoulders up towards the ceiling and tuck your chin down to get a nice deeper stretch, and then relax. All right. And then now we also want to loosen up the hamstrings. The hamstrings definitely are connected to all of the muscles in the lower back. And so having, flexibility and mobility in the hamstrings is really important as well. I like to do what we call dynamic stretching. So I'll go down like this, and you may not be able to maintain touching the ground, but once you get more flexible, you should be able to bring your feet up like this. Your bottom up like this and straighten out your legs. And the idea is eventually to be able to do this with your hands staying flat on the ground. And we're going to do about like 15 or so of these, should be good. And just back and forth. If it looks more like this for you, that's fine too, as long as you're getting a little bit of a stretch in your hamstrings as deep as you can go. And that's going to feel real nice through the back of your legs. Just do a few more. About 15 or so is usually pretty good. All right. And then the next one that we want to do is going to be to loosen up your hip flexors and your ankles and really give a nice stretch throughout your legs. So with this one, we want to start in a downward dog. I'm going to just turn this a little bit so that you can get a better angle. And the downward dog, excuse me, is going to look like this, where you're keeping your feet flat on the ground, bringing your hands forward, walk yourself forward a little bit, and really try to get deep into this position where your ankles are fully touching the ground as much as possible. That is the ultimate goal, to have those heels, not ankles, your heels fully touching the ground, flat on the ground. And we're going to push back a little bit with your hands to really get that deep stretch in your calves. And then we'll start with the right leg. Bring the right leg forward into a runner's lunge. You drop this knee. This should be about 90-degree angle, but it's okay for your knee to go over your toes. And actually, you want to do that. You want to bring it forward a little bit to really get a nice stretch through your hip flexor. Bring that forward and bounce into it a little bit. Nice stretch through there. Try to keep your back upright. You'll feel that in your lower back as well. And that's really nice. Then we'll go back into a downward dog again, bringing your feet back, planting them firm on the ground, trying to get your heels on the floor. Push back, push your arms back. Try to maintain that V shape. And then we'll bring the left foot forward, drop your knee on this side, and lean into it to get a nice stretch through this hip flexor. And push forward a little bit, keeping your body upright through here to get a nice stretch through the hip flexor. And that's going to be real nice. Okay, so the next exercise that we're going to want to do is our Superman. This is great for the lower back. It's going to strengthen those erector muscles in the lower back. These are extensions. That's another term for this exercise. You're going to want to lay flat on your stomach, and you're going to bring your arms right in front of you as if you're flying through the air like Superman, keeping your head up. And then you just want to bring your arms and legs up at the same time. And we're going to hold that for a little bit and then drop. And we're going to do that again. Hold for a few seconds and then drop. I would say probably aiming to hold for about 5 seconds is pretty good. So we'll go up, 2, 3, 4, 5, and rest. And we'll do that about 10 times. So be feeling a little bit of a nice burn in your lower back, and that's a good thing. It shouldn't hurt though. If any of this at any time hurts, I want you to stop immediately and and let me know in the comments, and see what we can do to make modifications for you. You don't want to do anything that's going to be hurting. Okay, now we're going to move to our back, and we're going to just go ahead and do some core exercises. So if you're having lower back pain, a lot of times that means that the stomach muscles are weak, and we want to strengthen the stomach muscles. And so exercises such as your basic crunch and leg lifts can really help. So let's do 5 of these. Let's do, 5 sets, 10 reps, okay? And go. This one, you don't need to be bringing your body up all the way. You're just going to be doing little crunches. 9 and 10. So the idea with this one as well is you want your fingers on the back of your head, keeping your elbows back, and pretending like you have like a tennis ball between your chin and your chest that you're trying to hold in place. And that would be the proper form. You're using your stomach muscles to pull you up. So throughout this movement, you definitely want to make sure that you are keeping your spine on the floor, keeping your back flat, and this whole section pushed down towards the floor, and almost with a little bit of a slight anterior tilt to your pelvis as you go through the motion, so that you're really activating the muscles in your core to do the exercise. You should be starting to feel a nice burn in your abs if we're doing that correctly, and you're going to get stronger over time. You're going to have less aches and pains throughout that lower body because you're getting your core strong. The next exercise is really great because it activates a little bit more of the lower abs, and definitely adds a little bit of strength to your legs as well. And I want to make sure that you can see me good. Maybe just move that a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and do 5 sets of 10 leg lifts. So this one, you want to lay on your back, keeping your feet as straight as possible as you bring your legs up to about a 90-degree angle. We're going to do 10 of those. Lifting your head up off the ground is going to make it a little bit more difficult, as well as keeping your hands to the side like this. So I will recommend, if it's difficult for you, which I'm gonna guess, this is definitely more advanced, to not have your hands under your butt, but putting your hands under your butt like this and keeping your head back as you do the leg lifts is gonna be a little bit easier. We're gonna do 10 more. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We do have one more exercise that will be done on the floor, on your mat, before we move on to our dumbbell exercises. And this is a glute bridge. So the glute bridge is going to be excellent for strengthening the glutes, obviously, which in turn helps strengthen the core and the lower back muscles, because they're all interconnected and work synergistically. So this one, you want your feet about shoulder width apart. Nice comfortable position here. Don't bring your heels up too close to your bottom. You want them out just a little bit, maybe about a foot length between your bottom and your ankle. And then from here, you're just going to lift your hips up like this, making your body as straight as you can as you come up, really tucking your glutes under. We're going to do 10 of these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and rest. So on this particular exercise, I want you to really focus on squeezing your glutes. I want you to activate and feel those muscles tighten throughout the movement as you get to the top, okay? We're gonna do 4 more of these. We'll do, again, 5 sets of 10 reps. And up, there we go. Nice and straight like this. Should be straight across from your knees down to your chest, a straight line. That would be the word I'm looking for. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And rest. As you get more advanced, this exercise can also be done with a dumbbell for added resistance to help you really grow your glutes and get stronger. But for now, this is just meant to focus on simple exercises you can do to get that initial strength throughout your core and your lower back. Okay, and then the last 2 exercises we're going to do are going to be with our dumbbells. Again, you can use 5, 10, 15, whatever you have, whatever feels good for you. This one is going to be a bent over row, and this is going to strengthen the muscles in your lower back, the rhomboids, the lats, all of those erector muscles in the lower back. So you're going to grab your dumbbells, keep your feet about shoulder width apart, bend over like this, and then you want to bring your dumbbells up towards your hip. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Really focusing on bringing it back towards your hip. That would be 10. We don't want to do this. We're not just doing this. We're bringing it back like that. Okay, and then the final exercise that we're going to do is your Romanian deadlift. This is going to really help to strengthen your lower back as well as your hamstrings. So this one, again, you want to stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. I'm going to do a side view so you can really see what this should look like. You're going to start with the dumbbells right at your, just resting right at your legs right there in this way. And then you want to slowly go down and push your butt back as you bring this past your knees to the floor and then back up. Get a little better angle here. Okay. Starting here, push your butt back, bring it down towards the floor, just above your feet, and then back up. And we're going to do 10 of those. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me just turn this way for a minute so you can see that angle. And that's 10. All right, so you're going to do 5 sets of 10 on those as well. All right, good job. That is it for today. So that is an excellent at-home workout that you can do if you have a set of dumbbells and a mat, and it's really going to help strengthen your core and your lower back so you have less aches and pains. If there's anything else that you guys need help with, leave me a comment and I will cover that in my next video. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day.